I'm honestly not sure if I'll be able to finish it. Today I wanna take you with me while I'm working on my newest project. Hello and welcome back to Yarn and Hugs. I know I should be finishing off my older projects, but if you've seen my last video, I told you about my goals and my plans for 2025, and one of my goals is to work a project with a pattern, and I got so excited about it. I purchased the Sophie hood from Petite Knit and I just couldn't wait. I had to do it. So that's what I started. I started yesterday. The start was a bit difficult. I can insert you some clips from my beginnings. I had to unravel I think twice because I made a mistake. There's a little clip on YouTube where they show you how to do the start, and I looked it up and then I started knitting and it's actually going really good. I can show you my progress. So we're here. It's actually so fun, and I know the Sophie scarf is really popular right now on TikTok and Instagram or in the knitting community, but I wanted to have a hood because I really like the style and I think it's really practical as well. And maybe I'll give it away and do another one for myself because there's a birthday coming up from someone, but we'll see. Sometimes I start projects and I think, oh, I'm gonna give them away, and then I finish the projects and I end up liking them so much that I just keep it for myself. 12:50 and I've got no plans today, so my goal is to, I don't think I will finish it, but to work on this project for the whole day. And I'm gonna take you with me because it's the first time I'm ever working on a written pattern, so maybe it would be interesting for you to like see me struggle. So basically how I'm working is I got my pattern here on my laptop and I got my little notebook here and I keep count of the rows I'm working on. I don't know how other people do it because I've never seen someone with a notebook. Maybe they just count in their head. I don't know. If you're a knitter or crocheter, can you please let me know if I'm the only one who keeps track of the rows in a notebook. The pattern is really easy. There were some new words I had to figure out. I just looked them up, and then maybe some tutorials how to work that specific technique, but it's nothing too complicated. And I think especially the Sophie scarf, I guess, is a good beginner project because I'm also a beginner. So quick break. This is just like a never-ending story. We're still here. It's exactly 1 hour later. Why does it look so crooked here? Well, we made about... No, actually I have no idea how much progress I made. Still a long way to go. Another hour passed and this is the current state. I have to work like this until I've got 45 stitches on my needle, and right now we're currently at 35. I have to increase 10 more stitches and then I can continue to the next part of the pattern. Right now I'm a bit concerned about the amount of yarn I have left because I haven't bought any new yarn for any of the projects because I want to use up the yarn I already got at home, and I got two skeins, or I have two skeins of this white at home and I've already used up one of it, so let's hope for the best, I guess. I almost made a big mistake. I was working and then I was like, okay, let me check the pattern once again, because I usually like read or watch a tutorial and then I just work on my project, and then I go check after a while, after I feel like I finished like the first part. And I was like, okay, let me check the pattern, and it says work up until you've got 45 stitches on your needle, or the project is 25 centimeters wide. And then they said the width is the most important, the number of stitches is less important, which makes sense because I was complaining that a lot of like tutorials or patterns never included the measurements and only the stitches, and it depends like on the yarn you use or the needle you use, and it gets like bigger or smaller. So I was complaining that they never include measurements, and now they include the measurements and I almost missed it. So I have to measure my project and hope that it's not more than 25 centimeters, but I don't think so. Okay, no, we're good. We're at 21 centimeters, so 4 centimeters to go. I think that would be like, I think it would add up with the stitches on my needle, because I've got 9 increases to go, so that's about 4 centimeters. These are 9 stitches, so I think we'll be good with the 45, but I keep measuring. I've been knitting since 12:50, 13:50, 3 hours, and that's the progress. I have to compare it to the first clip because I cannot see it, but I know I've made progress. Let's measure, because as we learned, the most important thing is the width. So I'm just gonna put this on my needles really neat so I can get the exact measurements. We're at 23 centimeters, so 2 centimeters to go. From the stitch count, we have to 6 more stitches of increase. And I'm gonna work for another hour, and then I'm gonna take a break, eat something, and then I'll see. It's getting dark outside. I'm not gonna finish it today, that's for sure, because it takes longer than I was expecting, because in the beginning it was working up so fast because there were just a few stitches on my needle, and now it takes more time, of course. It's 6 o'clock now. Oh, I've been working on this since 1. But I finished the first part. We're here, and I've got 45 stitches on my needle, and it's about 25 centimeters, so that worked out really well. And now I'm gonna continue with the next part. I found some yarn. It's not much, but it's something. I need a little piece of yarn to hold my stitches, and I'm gonna take notes where I'm at. How am I gonna do this? I think I have to get up to get a needle. So I've got my needle here, and now I'm gonna take off the first stitches.
Så inden jeg går i gang med at strikke den her pind, så tager jeg lige...
So I just watched this tutorial. It's in, I guess, Danish. I'm not sure, but I know I could see it, how to do it. So yeah, I was right. I have to leave the stitches here. That's so weird. And then I just have to knit. It feels so wrong, just let these stitches hang here. Okay, and then basically I just continue what I've been doing. Only, yeah, it's 6:20 in the evening. Got another 4 hours, I would say, to just sit and knit. Sit and knit. Alright. Would you watch something where I just sit and talk about something? garter ridges. What is garter ridges? Now I have to work 30 rows because I have to work each row 15 times. No, yeah, I'll see. I'll keep you updated. So that's crazy. So I'm done with these 30 rows. There were 30 rows. And now let's see what the next step is. Okay, now decreasing. I don't actually see it yet. It's supposed to be like... Oh no, I see. I think I see it. I don't know. It's on 30 now, and now it's getting complicated, so we'll see how that goes, but I'll give you an update. It's almost 9 and I'm finished with the first half. So that's the progress today. I'm really happy about the progress, and it was much more simple than I originally thought. I thought it would be more complicated, but it's just like decreasing basically. And now I'm working like the same thing on the other side, just with increasing, so I get the hood, and then I'm gonna finish like the scarf part, and then I'll be done. This will not be today because it's already 9 and I'm quite tired, so I think I'm just gonna knit a few rows and then finish my movie and go to bed, and I'm gonna update you tomorrow. Good morning, I'm back. It's the second day working on my Sophie hood. I didn't do a lot yesterday, so I'm just working back on the hood, and then I'm gonna finish up the scarf part, and then I'm done. It's currently 11:30, and yeah, I've got some time today to work on it, so I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I will finish it today or tomorrow. It's almost 1 and I just finished the second hood part, and I've got a little problem because all of the yarn I have left is this, and like I have to work back all this part. Basically from the below I have to work this part. I cannot even play chicken because I'm sure this will not be enough. I've got a project with this yarn. It's not finished, but I started, and I guess I'm gonna unravel that and use the yarn from there, and I just hope it's enough. But the good thing is I'm going to start decreasing for this part, so I will need less yarn. So yeah, fingers crossed that the yarn will be enough. Because otherwise I will have to like put the project aside and go out and buy new yarn, and I really want to like finish it as fast as I can, or as soon as I can. I'm gonna work on I'm gonna start the next part of the project now, and I'm gonna update you. We reached the end of this yarn, and I've got this project. It's the same white yarn in here, and I've got this one, and I've got this one with the white, and I'm just gonna start unravel this and just use this yarn from here. The good thing is these granny stitches take a lot of yarn, so it doesn't look like a lot, but I think I will get somewhere, but I'm honestly not sure if I'll be able to finish it, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. And basically I was almost finished, and I just wanted to like lay the project down to see how it looks, and yeah. Well, I thought running out of yarn would be my only problem, but yeah, apparently not. I have to figure out what to do now and how to fix it, because it's really hard to just unravel, because you have like blocks with patterns how you knit like the rows, and if I just like unravel it, I don't know on which row I am, so I don't really know how to like go on from there. And I've been working on it for like, I don't know, 10 hours in total, and I don't really feel like unraveling everything and starting completely from start, but I think I have to do it, because I don't have like a point where I'm like, okay, I can unravel until this point and then I know where to like go on from this point, because it's just like I was so happy because I was like on my last few rows. Yeah, thank God I did it before I finished it, because then I would have got like the happiness from finishing it, and then I would realize, okay, there something went wrong, and I don't really know what went wrong, because I was like taking notes, counting the rows and everything, but yeah, I don't really know what to do now. Whatever. I'm gonna get back to you as soon as I know what I'm gonna do now. But the good thing is I can see that my yarn is not enough. So I think I'm gonna just put the project away and get some yarn next week. And then I will figure out what to do with the Sophie hood. Maybe I just gonna try the Sophie scarf, because it's much smaller, and I really like the style, and I don't think it's a problem with the pattern. It's a problem with my skills or my inability to count.